Hello friends, welcome to Adike's InfoTech channel. In the previous video, we have discussed about one interview question, right? Which is a cumulative salary in Informatica. How to design the mapping for this particular outcome, correct? Now, in this video, we are going to discuss about how to design a mapping for the below scenario. This is also one of the interview question asked by MNC company. They will give a scenario like input. This is the input table, and they want to get the output table as like this. Okay. So how we can achieve this? Let me explain the scenario here. Source table has four records, which has employee ID and salary column. And the target table has three columns: employee ID, salary, and previous salary. Here, the question here is for this employee ID 10, salary is 1000, right? For this employee 10, there is no previous salary. So we have to display it as a null. And for employee 20, the salary is 2000. For this previous salary, we have 1000, right? So for this employee, you need to display the previous employee salary, which is 1000. In the same way, for the employee ID 30, you have to display the employee ID 20 salary here. In the same way, for 40 employee ID, you have to display the 30 employee salary here. So this is the scenario. How we can achieve this in Informatica? We have to create two variable ports like this and one output port. Okay. Let me go to the designer, Informatica designer, and we'll create a map. Okay. I'm just logging it to the Informatica. Okay, now I'm opening the project folder. So this is the previous mapping, right? So I'm just using the same source and target tables here. Previously, we have used this employee income, okay, and the target table is P employee income. So here I'm just previously it had a cum salary column instead of previous salary. So I just renamed it as, by using the statement alter table name, rename column name, column salary to previous salary. So as per the requirement now, I'm just renaming cum salary to previous salary. Okay, let's go and design the mapping. Here source and target I have already imported, so I don't have to import again. I'll just create the mapping directly. Go to mappings here, create tab, give a name to the mapping, previous salary. Okay, now drag and drop the source and targets. This is the source and the target is P employee income. So to achieve the output of like this, we have to give a sequence. We have to use sequence generator so that we can compare the previous and current salary. Okay. Go to transformations here. Choose the sequence generator. Where is that sequence? Yeah, this is 1, 2, 3. If they're right, this is a sequence generator. Create a sequence generator, and before this, take one expression to create a variable ports. Pass all the columns from source to the expression transformation. Okay, and give the next value here. Pass the next value to the next expression. Here, the new column has been created in the expression. Why we use this sequence generator transformation? What this will do is this transformation, it will create a sequence numbers like 1, 2, 3, 4. You can decide from which number you have to start the sequence. Here you can see start value is 0. You can increase this. You want to start from 1 or 2, 3, 4. You can give any number. Okay. So I am starting from 0, increment by 1. So which is 0 plus 1, 1. It will start value from 1 to, this is the end value. Informatica which holds the length of the maximum end value. This is the maximum we can give the sequence number in the Informatica. Okay, current value is 1. Okay, cycle. What is the cycle options? Suppose you want to generate five numbers. Okay, one, two, three, four, five. After this, again you have to generate one, two, three, four, five. Like this, you want to generate the sequence number. So for this, you can enable this option, but if you enable this, you have to give the end value. Instead of this, you can give any end value. Like if you want to generate the sequence values from 1 to 5 or 1 to 10, the end value here is 10. So it will generate 1 to 10 and then again it will start from 1 to 10. Okay. And reset. If you want to reset, suppose you have some thousand records you want to generate a sequence. You have given the increment value by 1 and the end value is 1000. So after 1000 you want to reset from 1. So in that way you can enable this reset option. It will reset from 1 to 1000. So these are the values we can give in sequence generator. Okay. So here what we need to do, we need to generate a variable port, right? One, two, three variable ports we have to do. Here v underscore salary, which is a decimal. Okay, this is a variable port. Here you have to write a condition. You want to compare the previous salaries, right? Here you want to compare the salaries. So how you can compare this like this? So you have to write a logic like this. If of next value equal to 1, okay, then you have to print it as null. If of next value equal to 1 means, let me take here the sequence, how Informatica will do. Just open Excel so that can understand correctly. So I'm taking this target data, okay. So we are using sequence generator transformation, right? And we are generating the sequences. One, two, three, four. We have four records, so it will create only four. If we have 10 records, it will generate 10 sequence numbers. Okay. Now, so we are writing a statement here, right? Like this. If next value equal to 1, comma null, which means if next value, say next value means the 1, 1 will be here. So sequence generator is holding next value 1. If next value equal to 1, so next value equal to 1, you have to make it as a null. Why we are making here it as null? Because this employee ID 10, it doesn't have the previous salary, right? So for that, you are hard coding it as a null value. So for next value equal to 1, make it as a null or else previous salary. So this is like true or false statement. Next value equal to 1, then null, then or else previous cell. Now it will compare it will go to the second record. Here, if next value equal to 1, here it is not 1, 2, right? So it will automatically display the previous cell. So what is the previous salary for this sequence to 1000? So it will generate 1000 here. So like this statement can, let me if for next value equal to 1, comma, null, comma, or else previous salary, right? See here it is not valid. Why? Because we haven't defined the previous salary yet. Okay, let me define it, then we can validate. Yes, I want to continue if expression is also invalid. So here V underscore previous salary, which is also decimal. This is a variable code, right? So previous salary variable code, what I have to give here? Salary. Previous salary in the sense salary only, right? So here I'm given salary. And then we have to create the output for the previous salary. This is also decimal. Create the output for this V underscore V underscore no output is V underscore sal V underscore sal. So this is the output, right? We need to get the output of the previous salary. For this, what we have to V sal. This will calculate the previous salary. So this we are passing it as a output to this previous salary. Okay. Here, if you want now, you can validate this one. Next value is so what we have here. Next value got a null. Base value is this is the one that we have given here. Function cannot resolve operations on mismatch type. Okay, let me yes. Salary is decimal is there, and here this is also decimal. So here is V underscore pre salary, right? If you want to V underscore pre salary. Okay, the expression is passed down. Okay, you can apply. Okay, now what you have to do, you have to pass employee ID and salary and then previous salary. Here it is a scheme salary. Okay, I have altered the table, right? So what I have to do, I have to re-import the target here. Um, so there is no option. Okay, I'll just import it again. So I'm just replacing. Okay, now we have the previous one. Okay, let me delete this and let me drag and drop the target table. So now we have the previous salary column. Okay, now I'm passing this. Let me arrange all. So this is how the final mapping looks like. Save it. Now you can see it is saved, right? It is a valid one. Let me generate workflow. If you want, you can change the connection details here itself. Oracle target here it is a target. Okay. Next. Yes. Next. Finish. Go to workflow manager. What is the mapping name we have created here? Previous ID, right? Open this. Go to session. Go to mapping. Source. The connection is correct, right? The target is okay. Now we have to change it to normal. If If you want to truncate the table before loading, you can truncate. Okay, now everything is fine. Apply. Okay, save it. You can see the session is valid. Let me check here whether do we have any data here. No, right? So I'm going to run the workflow now. Start workflow. So you can see it is running. So it got succeeded. So I have 5 records. It had loaded the 5 records. Okay, now let me go and check in the table. See, now it is giving the previous salary. So for 101 employee, it is showing there is no previous salary. So it is 0. 102, previous salary is 2000. 103, well, this 3000, 4000, 5000. So we have achieved our output here. So this is how we can design a mapping. You can just explain this logic in the interview. They will just look only how you can give a logic for this kind of scenario. Just tell them this. If you create one sequence generator and then you just take the first value, which is as a null, and then if next value equal not equal to 1, then give the previous value. That's it. Okay. Thank you guys for watching this video. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel for more updates. For the tomorrow session, I'll be uploading one real-time based mapping designing. Okay. If you like this video, please comment in the comment section. Thank you all. Bye bye.